It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see the River Hogs, burner at wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the River Hogs and the Black Knights, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Black Knights of Canton taking on the River Hogs of St. Louis. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visitors from Canton, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Off play action. Sullivan. That's to the sideline and incomplete. You look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They bring their punter out there now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. And on now is the punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the first drive, 3-and-out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Sullivan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
10 more there and another 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football, because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And taken right on the 30.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
.44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The numbers for Langford last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there.
The Canton offense takes over once again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On play action, they'll throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down. A give up the middle to Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 2nd down, Langford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Throwing on 1st down, Sullivan. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Sullivan. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Sullivan.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
And the Canton offense takes over once again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
You know, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Johnson running left. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. On first down, Sullivan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Yeah, it's still early in the football game, and you hate to give away possessions. But instead of forcing something downfield on third down, that was a wise move to just get it to the sideline.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Langford up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Third down and 1.
Off the play fake, Sullivan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go down the middle before getting this inside the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give to Langford up the gun. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff. It's Langford. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Back to throw. Sullivan to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's taken on the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sullivan, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And on now is the punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense back to work now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive, Sullivan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw again, Sullivan. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Sullivan. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. A final shot before break. Sullivan. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Sullivan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Langford trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down, Sullivan. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
Now it's Langford. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Langford again. A heck of a move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. First down. Back to throw. Sullivan. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Sullivan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Screen play, Johnson.
He's up to the 20.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. The drive starts with a carry by Langford.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now think you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Langford. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan dumps it into the flat to Langford. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a handoff, Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And this one's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Third down and 13.
Back now here on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Sullivan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
104 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
Out to the flat here for Johnson. He's across midfield.
And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He finds his man complete. It's Mason. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the gun, they run with Langford. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 12, 2:25 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. Sullivan. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Here's second down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw. Sullivan.
That is caught. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Back to throw again.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game. But it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here comes second down.
They'll look to throw again. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Under 90 seconds to go. Here's second and 10.
Throwing again. Sullivan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
This is first and 10.
Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
They're running. Langford. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Canton,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.